Alright, I am super excited to share today's build with you. And that's because I'm making a maker truck. What's a maker truck? Well, I'm going to show you what a maker truck is. Check this out. The maker truck is a fully interactive exhibit designed for this year's Ozark Maker Fair. I designed the truck referencing my personal truck's bed contour in V-carve. To make the body, I used a 1/4-inch plywood, then primed it, then sanded it, and now it's ready for paint. To accompany the design, I used my E4 CNC by Bob CNC to add some 3D flair. Using a spire, I cut my logo, exhaust tips, and my I Make license plate. Of course, every maker truck needs a nitrous oxide bottle. To remotely raise and lower the tailgate on this bed, I'm using a linear actuator. This one's rated at a travel speed of 12 millimeters a second, and if you're wondering, that's fairly slow, but at $28, it fits the budget. The way linear actuators work are simple. When the 12-volt motor gets power, it turns a long threaded rod inside the metal shaft. This in turn gives you a pushing motion when current goes one way, and by reversing the current, you get a pulling motion. Linear actuators come in a variety of speeds and lengths. This one extends a total of 4 inches. To add another dimension of fun to this truck, I thought it would be fun to add a fog machine to the exhaust pipes. I purchased vinyl tubing at the local hardware store along with these threaded hose connectors. Fog machines aren't made to attach to hoses, so I had to fabricate a block of wood to allow me to connect the two. Once done, I glued the exhaust pipes to the frame, leaving a gap the size of a piece of plywood for a more professional look. The taillights took a bit of fabrication. I cut pieces of Lexan on the bandsaw, sanded them to a haze, then lightly sprayed them with black spray paint to help them match the truck's paint job. Next, I duct taped them to the Lexan and glued them in place. Wiring is simple as they provide a 4-pin connector that snaps the LED strip to the harness. Next, the I Make license plate and logo get glued into place. I sketch a rough outline on a piece of plexiglass to help me cut a backer for this sign. The Krylon hammer paint came out awesome, but it was missing something. I grabbed my acrylic paint and started testing what flames would look like. I was totally spitballing, but I think it came out looking pretty cool. I grabbed my plexiglass and roughed it up on the surface of some sandpaper and got it mounted on the sign. Next, I superglued on the inner parts of the letters and then designed a stand that would hold the sign. There would be a LED strip behind it, so I was careful on the placement of the posts. I felt this truck needed a spinning table saw blade, but I was worried these little maker angels would try touching the blade as it was spinning. So I reversed the blade in the opposite direction so fingers go flop 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 instead of squirt squirt squirt.